What if I told you that Apple's next big move in 2026 could be the iPhone Air 2? A device that's stirring up more controversy and excitement than any iPhone in years. Leaks are pouring in from supply chains, insiders, and tech analysts, painting a picture of a phone that's not just an upgrade. It's a statement. Stick with me through this deep dive because by the end, you'll know exactly why this could be the iPhone that changes everything. And I'll reveal a twist that no one's talking about yet. Let's jump right in. First off, let's set the stage. Remember the original iPhone Air that dropped in September 2025? It was Apple's bold experiment. A super slim iPhone that slotted right between the standard iPhone 17 and the Pro models. At just 5.1 millimeters thick, it was thinner than anything Samsung or Google had on the market, with a single 48MP camera, the A19 chip, and a design that screamed premium minimalism. But here's the thing, it didn't sell like hotcakes. Reports from reliable sources like The Information and Bloomberg hinted at production cuts because consumers weren't biting as hard as Apple hoped. Why? Battery life was decent but not stellar. The single camera felt like a step back for some. And at $799 starting price, it competed with the more feature-packed iPhone 17. So, Apple had a dilemma. Scrap the Air line or evolve it. The leaks suggest they're doubling down, but with some clever tweaks for 2026. Now, picture the scenario unfolding in Apple's secretive labs in Cupertino. Insiders are whispering that the iPhone Air 2 is back on track for a 2026 launch. Despite those delay rumors to 2027, Weibo leaker Fixed Focus Digital, who's nailed Apple predictions before, dropped a bombshell in January 2026. Feedback from the production line confirms a fall release. That's right, potentially alongside the iPhone 18 Pro models in September. But hold on, because other reports from Tom's Guide and Phone Arena paint a different picture, suggesting it might slip to spring 2027 to align with the base iPhone 18. Which one is it? The confusion itself is part of what makes this so intriguing. If it's fall 2026, Apple could be rushing to fix the original's flaws and keep the momentum. If it's spring 2027, they're taking time for a bigger redesign. Either way, the hype is building, and I'll break down why you shouldn't sleep on this. Let's talk design because that's where the iPhone Air shines, or should I say slims. The original was a marvel at 5.1 millimeters, but leaks from Digital Chat Station on Weibo suggest the Air 2 might push even thinner, aiming for under 5 millimeters while addressing weight concerns. Imagine holding a phone that's lighter than a credit card stack but feels solid. Thanks to rumored titanium aluminum alloy frames. The display? Expect a 6.6-inch Super Retina XDR OLED with promotion 120Hz refresh rates. Borrowed from the Pros, for buttery smooth scrolling. But here's a teaser. Some leaks hint at a smaller dynamic island, shrinking that pill-shaped cutout by 20% through advanced under-display tech. What does that mean for you? More screen real estate for gaming, streaming, and multitasking without distractions. And colors? Think beyond the basics. Rumors point to new finishes like a matte sunset gold or a glossy midnight blue, making it pop in your hand. But design alone won't sell phones, right? Performance is key, and the Air 2 is poised to deliver. At the heart of it all is the rumored A20 chip, Apple's next-gen silicon built on a 2nm process that's smaller than the A19's 3nm, meaning more transistors, better efficiency, and raw power that could outpace even the current Pro models in some benchmarks. Leaks from Mac rumors suggest up to 30% faster CPU speeds and a neural engine that's twice as capable for AI tasks. Speaking of AI, Apple Intelligence is getting a massive boost in iOS 20, and the Air 2 will be ground zero. Imagine Siri 2.0 that not only understands context but predicts your needs. Booking flights based on your calendar or editing photos with voice commands that feel magical. Battery life was a pain point in the original, with its 3,200 mAh cell lasting about 10 hours of heavy use. But hold your breath. Reports from Forbes and YouTube channels like ONEOFTECH claim a 20 to 30% capacity increase to around 4,000 mAh, thanks to denser battery tech and a vapor chamber cooling system. That could mean all-day power even with 5G streaming and gaming. No more midday charges, finally. A slim phone that doesn't compromise on endurance. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The camera. The single 48MP sensor on the original iPhone Air was